Students, let's prepare ourselves for the tactical movements of Chan Su Ching. Follow as though looking into a mirror. We begin with sink to the earth and collect the chi as centering techniques. Supple the knees. Breathe in to rise and float the hands to shoulder height. Breathe out to sink and bend the knees comfortably in the direction of the toes. Fill the lungs, slowly and deeply as you move upwards. Release the breath, gradually and easily, promoting a wave of relaxation as you descend. Inhale slowly. At the peak, you float. Exhale softly and relax into this final wave. Take a breath in to elevate and a breath out to finish in the ready stance. Let's focus on the body dynamics of collect the chi. Lift the palms upward to the navel region, the lower dantian. As you dip, release the hands downwards. Slowly rising, circle the hands upwards to the forehead. As you sink, bathe the face. Press the hands downwards to the lower dantian and bend the knees in the direction of the toes. Inhale slowly as you elevate, like this. Exhale softly to complete our action. Breathe in to float the hands upward. Breathe out to dip and release. Inhale slowly and deeply in the upward surge. Exhale gradually and completely as you bathe downwards and gently descend. Take a slow breath in as you rise and a deliberate breath out, relaxing your whole body. Now inhale slowly and float the hands. The deltoids, quadriceps, and biceps are the main muscle groups working in this exercise. Collect the chi strengthens the power vertebrals, the spinal musculature, leading to improved posture. Take a slow breath in to elevate and a deliberate breath out to complete the actions of collect the chi. Phoenix ascends to heaven. As before, let's open to a deep horse riding stance. Maintain the spine in a relaxed vertical alignment. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed on both legs. Touch the backs of the hands lightly at the lower dantian, moving smoothly up through the center. The changeover happens right here at the heart. Pivot the palms away and in a diamond-like pattern press to the sky. Sink your weight from the lower dantian to draw the elbows downward and shape the arms through a flowing and symmetrical circle. Touch the backs of the hands and breathe in as you fountain upwards. Breathe out as you sink and shape the sphere. Inhale slowly and deeply. Soften the arms so the wrists rotate fluidly through the ascent. Release the breath deliberately and completely, compressing the circle and sinking ever so softly into the depth of our horse riding stance. In Chan Su Jing, the counterpoint of breathing underscores the current of energy which sustains life, and in Chinese medicine is called qi. We can facilitate the circulation of qi by breathing through the nose, which is to say, at all times avoid respiration through the mouth. Breathe in and out through the nose, visualizing oxygen flowing like a liquid current toward the lower abdomen. Fill your lungs slowly and steadily. Let the breath out softly and gradually. The flowing composition of Phoenix ascends to heaven develops fine motor coordination between wrists, elbows, and shoulders. The deltoids and pectorals are the primary muscles being strengthened. The symmetrical movements of the arms stimulates the rhomboids, upper back muscles, to contract, stabilizing the shoulders and upper back throughout the exercise. This fortifying of the upper back and shoulders is helpful to people who work sitting at a desk. Wrist flexors and extensors are also strengthened, and their flexibility is promoted as the wrists are rotated. In the complementary motion, Phoenix descends to the earth. This time, release the hands downwards to circle the arms upwards and outwards. Atop the forehead, touch the backs of the hands. Sink your weight from the lower dantian to pull the elbows downwards, rolling the wrists, to point the fingers upwards, outwards, and downwards, cascading gently to the earth. Inhale slowly, easily as you circle upwards. Exhale gradually, evenly as you dive downwards, the hands opening like the petals of a flower upon reaching the lower dantian. As in our previous horse stances, the deep bending increases the workout for the quadriceps, gluteals, and inner and outer thigh muscles, improving stability for the hip and knee joints. Nothing can exist without its opposite. The mysterious beauty of night could never be understood without the brilliant energy of daylight. Just as happiness is more deeply felt when the touch of sadness enters our lives. In our Phoenix ascending and descending, we have brought together seemingly opposing elements, which however complete the picture of anatomical integrity. Rising and falling, ascending and descending, outward and inward, the energies of the body uniting with the vision of mind, a fusion of polarities expressed in artistic beauty as we reach into the font of holistic integration. Such is the yin-yang of Chan Su Cheng. We will conclude our form with a return to the ready stance. Chan Su Jing. Here we engage the grace and power of this energizing cycle of movement from a seated platform. To keep the back in comfortable and vertical alignment at all times, bring the buttocks to the back of the chair and keep the feet flat on the earth. Never work to exhaustion, only to refreshment. Stay comfortable and relaxed at all times. Drape the hands comfortably at the sides of the body. Let the arms hang loosely and without tension. And we'll start by rubbing the hands. Massage the palms and fingers, creating circulation and bringing the hands alive with sensitivity. For 3 deep breaths, face the palms upward in the lap and drape the arms comfortably. We will begin with the hands. Separate the hands first. Now gently float the hands up to shoulder height and pivot the palms to the earth. Sink softly and then swivel back up to the sky. Slowly inhale. Fill steadily and fully. Softly exhale. Release gradually and completely to cleanse. Inhale. Exhale. And now let's really slow it down on this last breath in. Inhale slowly. Exhale softly. To roll the shoulders, breathe in and pull the shoulders forward and up. Now breathe out back and down. forward and up. Breathe out back and down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now breathe in, and at the top we'll change direction. Breathe out forward and down this time. Pull the shoulders back. Breathe in and lift up. Breathe out forward and down. Breathe in and massage back and up. You breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, and we'll collect the chi. Slowly breathe in, and fountain from the earth up. Now breathe out and relax, bathe from the top down. You breathe in, and fountain up. Breathe out, and bathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ride the wave. Slowly breathe in and float the hands to shoulder height. Breathe out and softly sink. You breathe in and float. You breathe out and softly sink. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now breathe in and ride the gentle tide of the breath. We'll just pause here. Turn the palms face up in the lap, left on top of right, and drape the arms comfortably. To embrace the dragon pearl, turn your left palm down at the level of the heart. Bring the right palm up at the level of Dandian, the navel. And now feel the warmth, the communication of energy between the two palms. To massage the dragon pearl, slowly breathe in and roll. Breathe out and balance. Breathe in and roll. Breathe out and massage. Breathe in. slowly. Breathe in, and to turn the left palm up in the lap, softly. Breathe out, and elevate the pearl. Breathe in, and lift. Step inside the pearl. Breathe out and shape that sphere of energy around the torso. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out and shape. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now breathe in. Slowly breathe in, and let's pause here at the peak. We'll roll the crane beaks, pinky, ring, middle index down, starting at the level of the eyes, the level of the heart, and the level of lower dantian. Once again, let's pause at the peak, pinky, ring, middle index down, at the level of the eyes, the level of the heart, and the level of the lower dantian or navel. With a little bit of breathing now, you breathe in as you ascend upwards, breathe out through the rolling set of 3. Take a slow, deep breath in as you lift, and a smooth and steady breath out through the rolling set of 3. Now breathe in. And we'll just pause here to pull and punch. Close your left fist loosely in line with the heart, the elbow bent, the shoulder relaxed. Turn your right fist palm up at the waist. Again, the shoulder hangs loosely and is relaxed. As you pull, you palm down punch, pull, and palm down punch. So let's breathe in with the left. Now breathe out with the right. Breathe in with the left. You breathe out with the right. In, breathe out. Now breathe in. Keep the action smooth and easy, smooth as an elastic. Let's find our rhythm. Breathe out, and we'll pause here. Let's take a refresher. Rub the hands and massage the palms. Offering gifts open to the right bow stance. Ease 70% of your weight onto the forward leg and the knee comfortably to the area of the toe line. Suspend the arms with the elbows just below the shoulder plateau, joining the pinky edges of the hands in the midline of the body. Touch the fingertips in a diamond-like pattern. Draw the action backwards from the lower dantian to circle the arms in through the waistline and lift the toes. Drive the action forwards from the lower dantian to glide the hands back to the peak, rolling the wrists to touch the fingers in the diamond pattern. Hold the spine in a relaxed and vertical alignment. Lean neither backward nor forward, but sit more deeply in your stance to relieve the back of unnecessary strain and maintain the workload on the lower body. Inhale slowly and fully as you sweep through the downward arc. Exhale gradually and easily on the upward glide. Breathe in smoothly and sweep the arms downward. Breathe out fluidly and glide forwards. As before, the bow stance dynamically strengthens the quadriceps, hamstrings, and gluteus muscles. Deep bending makes for greater strengthening of the knee joints and of the surrounding muscles of the knees, that is the quadriceps and gastrocnemius, the calf. As the toes lift, the gastrocnemius is stretched and the tibialis anterior, the shin, is strengthened. The lifting of the toes causes more weight to be shifted onto the rear leg, creating an increased workload for the quadriceps, gluteals, and hamstrings of that leg. For the complementary motion, we proceed to receiving gifts. A simple rolling of the wrists touches the backs of the hands. Draw from the lower dantian to hinge the elbows and curl the hands through a wave-like descent inwards and downwards, stretching the arms behind the body. Lift the toes. Driving from the lower dantian, circle the arms upwards and outwards to arrive in graceful suspension with the elbows just below the shoulder plateau. Soften the arms so the wrists roll easily through the descent and circle fluidly into the ascending arc. Inhale slowly and deeply as you coil the arms inwards and downwards. Exhale gradually and easily as you circle upwards. Breathe in smoothly and fully. Breathe out steadily and completely. The deltoid and pectoralis muscles contract to control the forward and then circular motion of the arms in this symmetrical expansive movement. Serratus anterior, that is the muscle connected to the rib cage, is brought into action as the arms are fully extended forward to complete the movement. This is particularly helpful to athletes involved in racquetball sports, swimmers, and climbers. The rhomboids, the upper back muscles, contract to stabilize the shoulder blades against the rib cage as the arms reach forward. Rotation of the wrists, elbow, and shoulder joints lubricates and tonifies the ligaments and tendons surrounding those joints, which leads to decreased injuries incurred by overuse. Let's return to the ready stance, and then proceed to the left bow stance. 70% of your weight onto the forward leg and the knee comfortably to the area of the toe line. Float the arms up to the shoulder plateau and touch the pinky edges of the hands in the midline of the body. The arms in supple extension, like this. You see? Now roll the wrists to touch the fingertips one at a time, and you create the diamond-like pattern. Draw the action backwards from the lower dantian to circle the arms in through the waistline. Lift the toes. Drive the action forwards from the lower dantian to glide the hands back to the peak, rotating the wrists to touch the fingertips in the diamond pattern. Be sure the spine is held in a relaxed and vertical alignment throughout. Inhale slowly and deeply as you sweep through the downwards arc. Exhale gradually and completely in the forward glide. Breathe in and circle downwards and inwards. Breathe out and glide forwards and upwards. When the mind is directed on the process of focused attention, it becomes cleared of scattered thinking. This is the nature of the Taiji principle, Qie, which implies mental clarity. Execute the form play purely and carefully, with a mental attitude of accuracy, weaving the separate postures into a cohesive display of wholeness. It is important to remember that the mind is an indispensable partner in establishing overall health and well-being. Let's bring our focus of attention now to receiving gifts. Drawing backwards from the lower dantian, roll the wrists to touch the backs of the hands. Fold the elbows and sink your motion inwards and downwards, stretching the arms behind the body. Lift the toes. Now drive from the lower dantian to circle the arms upwards and outwards, returning gracefully to shoulder height. Suppleness in the arms will ensure that the wrists roll smoothly and fluidly through the descent, and then upwards in the ascending arc. Breathe in slowly and deeply as you sink inwards and downwards. Breathe out gradually and deliberately as you circle upwards. Perseverance in the form play will lead to a degree of skill where the opposing energies and forces of the body and mind will unite in complementary alignment. Your sense of time and space will expand, and you will come to appreciate the right time for reaching out and asserting yourself, and the right moment for remaining calm and being patient. One final motion, and we will return to our ready stance. Let's complete the dialogue of movements with sink to the earth and collect the chi. Supple the knees. Breathe in to rise and float the hands to shoulder height. Breathe out to sink and bend the knees comfortably in the direction of the toes. Fill the lungs, slowly and deeply as you move upwards. Release the breath gradually and easily, promoting a wave of relaxation as you descend. Inhale slowly. At the peak, you float. Exhale softly and relax into this final wave. Take a breath in to elevate, and a breath out to finish in the ready stance. Let's collect the chi, shall we? Breathe in and lift the palms upwards to the lower dantian. As you dip, breathe out and release the hands downwards. Inhale slowly rising and circle the hands upwards towards the forehead. you sink, exhale. Bathe the face. Press the hands downwards to the lower dantian and bend the knees in the direction of the toes. Inhale slowly as you elevate. Exhale softly to complete our action. Breathe in to float the hands up to the lower dantian. Breathe out to dip and release. Inhale slowly and deeply in the upward surge. Exhale gradually and completely as you bathe downwards and gently descend. Take a slow breath in and a deliberate breath out. Now breathe in and float the hands. Open to the energies around you. Take in the energy which sustains your life. Take a slow, deep breath in and a deliberate breath out, relaxing your whole body. From strength and technique of body in the beginning to a profound realization of self in the end, this is the journey of Chan Tzu Ching. To study Chan Tzu Ching is to study yourself. Not only are you presented with your potential, but with your limitations as well. And most importantly, learn to accept both, gracefully. Until next time, keep the faith, increase the peace, lead from the heart, and always be yourself.